Bill Murray is speaking out on behalf of his longtime friend and former Saturday Night Live castmate John Belushi, more than 40 years after journalist Bob Woodward published Wired. The Short Life and Fast Times of John Belushi, his biography of the late comedian. Murray has a bone to pick with the author over his completely inaccurate depiction of Belushi. When I read Wired, the book written by what's his name Bob Woodward, about Belushi, I read like 5 pages and I went, "Oh my God, they framed Nixon," Murray said on the latest episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, referencing Woodward's role in breaking the Watergate scandal that led to the resignation of President Richard Nixon. I went, "Oh my God," if he writes about my friend that I've known for half of my adult life, talking to people of the outer circle, what the hell could they have done to Nixon? He continued, "If he did this to Belushi, what he did to Nixon is probably soil for me too." The actor added that though Woodward cited sources for claims he made in the 1984 biography, Murray sees him as being far outside the inner circle and called the resulting work criminal and cruel. Murray further theorized that the takedown was a matter of jealousy, arguing, "The most famous person to come from Wheaton, Illinois, is John Belushi. The second most famous person is Harold Red Grange, the football player. And the third most famous person to come from Wheaton, Illinois, is Bob Woodward. So there's all my controversy for today," he concluded. Woodward's book hit shelves in 1984, 2 years after Belushi died of a drug overdose. Wired was roundly criticized by those close to Belushi, including Dan Aykroyd, director John Landis, and Belushi's widow, Judith Pisano. The latter was initially involved in the biography, but she later expressed regret over his portrayal of Belushi. "The man in Wired is not the man I knew," she told Rolling Stone immediately after the book's release. "People claim it's all facts. It's not all facts. It's a bunch of people's opinions and memories put forth as facts." Murray also told Rogan that he was approached to participate in the book, but he declined because it smelled funny from day one. "I didn't want to have anything to do with it," he said. "It went exactly where I thought it was going. Even worse than I thought it was going. Just the title alone, it was cold." The actor went on to praise Belushi's work and how he helped his peers get their start. "Belushi made people's careers possible. Mine would be one of them," Murray said. "He went to New York first. He broke into New York. He took over New York, and he dragged all of us from Second City to New York. He did a lot of things for people. There's a lot of people that slept on John Belushi's couch. There's a lot of people that stayed for free at his house until they made it in New York. And I'm one," Murray added. "He died in an unfortunate way, but man, he was still the best stage actor I ever saw. He was absolutely magnetic. You couldn't take your eyes off him." Belushi recruited Murray to join the National Lampoon Radio Hour in 1974. 2 years later, Murray joined Belushi on season 2 of Saturday Night Live, then called just Saturday Night, following the departure of Chevy Chase. Murray acknowledged that though he read only a brief snippet of the Belushi biography, he has no interest in ever picking it up again. "You'd have to hold me down and burn my feet to make me read more of it," said the Ghostbusters star. "In those 5 pages I read, he tore down my friend. If that much to me was disturbingly ugly and irresponsible to report, I can't imagine," Murray added. "Woodward does other things. I've seen him on TV be smart and everything, but he's going to have an answer for that. You don't get away with that. Not with my friend." A representative for Woodward did not immediately respond to Entertainment Weekly's request for comment,